26th to 30th question are case study based questions and each question carries 1 mark. These are the questions from polynomial. Observe the following graph and answer. Before answering the questions, we'll see what is the zeros of the polynomial in the graph. Zeros of the polynomial are nothing but the x coordinates of the points where this curve or sometimes parabola or straight line intersect at x-axis. In this question, this is a curve intersecting the x-axis at 3 points, namely -3, -1 and 2. Therefore, these 3 points are the zeros of the polynomial. As they are intersecting at 3 points, it is cubic polynomial. 26th question. In the above graph, how many zeros are there for the polynomial? This curve is meeting the x-axis at 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, number of zeros are 3. Correct option for 26th question is D, 3. We'll see 27th question. The 3 zeros in the above shown graph are: the curve is meeting the x-axis at -3, -1 and 2. Therefore, correct option for 27th question is C, -3, -1 and 2. 28th question, what will be the expression of the polynomial? So we have to find which is the correct cubic polynomial which satisfying the points -3, -1 and 2. So correct option for this question is A, because A itself is satisfying -3, -1 and 2. If we replace -3 in A and -1 in the cubic polynomial and 2 in cubic polynomial, the result is 0. So correct option for 28th question is A. 29th question, in general, a polynomial p of x of degree n crosses the x-axis at how many points? The correct answer is n, because in cubic polynomial, at most points it intersect x-axis will be 3. For quadratic polynomial, it will be 2, and linear polynomial, it will be 1. So the degree of n crosses the x-axis at most n points. So correct option is A. 30th question, graph of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is a parabola open upwards if a is 0, a greater than 0, a less than 0, none of the above. Correct option is a greater than 0. If a is greater than 0, the parabola looks upward, and a is less than 0, the parabola looks downwards. So correct option for 30th question is B. 31 to 35 is case study based questions from the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. Mahi is planning to buy a house and the layout is given below. This is the layout. The design and the measurement has been such that the area of 2 bedrooms and kitchen is together 95 square meters. So this is the layout. We are going to form the pair of linear equations. That is the 31st question. To form the pair of linear equations, we have to take the conditions given in the question. So what is the area of bedroom, students? So area of bedroom is equal to length into breadth. Here length is given as x and breadth is given as 5. So 5 into x is the area of bedroom. So there are 2 bedrooms in this layout. So area of 2 bedrooms is equal to 10x. Area of 1 bedroom is 5x. Area of 2 bedrooms is 10x. 5x plus 5x is 10x. Now we will find the area of kitchen also. So area of kitchen is breadth is 5 and length is y. So area of kitchen is equal to 5 into y. Area of kitchen is 5 times y. Based on the condition in the question, I will write 10x plus 5y is equal to 95. The reason why I wrote like this is the condition in the question is area of 2 bedrooms 10x and kitchen 5y is 95 square meters is equal to 95 square meters. I will take it as first equation. The length in the question is given as 15 centimeters and the other side of the length is given as x to y. So I will write as x plus 2 plus y is equal to 15, because in rectangle opposite sides are equal. X plus 2 plus y should be equal to 15. So x plus y is equal to 15 minus 2, which is nothing but 13. So this is the second equation. We'll write the simplified form of first equation, which is nothing but 2x plus 1y is equal to 19. So the two pair of linear equations are 2x plus y is equal to 19 and x plus y is equal to 13. So for 31st question, option A is the correct answer. Moving on to the 32nd question. Find the length of the outer boundary of the layout. Outer boundary of the layout is nothing but the perimeter of rectangle. We know the perimeter of rectangle formula 2 into L plus B, where length in this question is, in the layout is, length is 15 and breadth is 5 plus 2 plus 5 is 12. So 15 plus 12 is nothing but 27. 27 times 2 is 54. So perimeter of rectangle or length of the outer boundary of the layout is 54 meters. 33rd question, find the area of the bedroom in the layout. So to find the area of the bedroom, we have to find the x value. Why to find the x value? Because we have assumed area of bedroom as 5x. To find the x, we have to solve the pair of linear equation 2x plus y is equal to 19 and x plus y is equal to 13. There are three ways to find the pair of linear equation solving. So one is graphical method, other is elimination method, and last is substitution method. I'm going to use the elimination method. I'm going to eliminate y in this. So I will subtract, plus x will become minus x, plus y will become minus y, and plus 13 will become minus 13. So plus y and minus 1 get cancelled. 2x minus x is x, 19 minus 13 is 6. So as we got x, I'm going to substitute this x either in first equation or second equation. I'm going to replace in the first equation, second equation. So second equation is x plus y is equal to 13. So x is 6, 6 plus y is equal to 13. The value of y is equal to 13 minus 6, which is nothing but 7. We got the value of x as 6 and y as 7. Now it is easy to find the area of bedroom. Bedroom is 5x, so x is 6, 5 times 6 is 30. Therefore, area of bedroom is 30 meter square. So for 33rd question, option A is the correct answer. 34th question, find the area of the kitchen in the layout. So we have assumed area of kitchen as 5y. Area of kitchen we have taken as 5y, and we got y as 7. So 5 times 7 is 35. So area of kitchen is 35 meter square. Correct option for 34th question is A. 35th question, find the area of living room in the layout. So we'll take only the green part as a living room, and we have to find the area of the green part minus area of this second bedroom gives you the area of the living room. Area of living room is 15 times 7. 15 times 5 plus 2 is 7. There is a green part, which is nothing but 105 minus 30. 30 is area of bedroom. So 10 minus 30 is 75 square meters. So correct option for 35th question is B, 75 meters square. 36 to 40 is case study based question from real numbers chapter. On 71st Republic Day parade, Captain is planning for parade of following two groups. First group of army troops of 624 members behind an army band of 32 members. So B is second group of CRPF troops with 468 soldiers behind the 228 members of bikers. These two groups are to march in the same form of columns. This sequence of soldiers is followed by different states which are showed the culture of the respective states. So 36th question, what is the maximum number of columns in which the army troops can march? To find the maximum number of army troops, we have to do the HCF of 624 and 32. The HCF of 624 and 32 is 16. We know the procedure. We have to take the prime factorization of 624 and 32, and we have to take the common to both numbers, and HCF of 624 and 32 is 16. Correct option for 36th question is B, 16. 37th question, what is the maximum number of columns in which the CRPF troop can march? To find the maximum number of CRPF troops, we have to take the HCF of 468 and 228. The HCF of 468 and 228 is 12. Correct option for 37th question is C. 38th question, what is the maximum number of columns in which the total army troop and CRPF troop together can march? So we got the maximum number of columns for army troops as 16 and CRPF troop as 12. So we have to take the HCF of 16 and 12. HCF of 16 and 12 is 4. So we will do how to find the HCF of 16 and 12 by division method. So 12 ones are 12, remainder is 4. Now 4 become the divisor, and we'll take this 12 divisor as dividend. 4 threes are 12. So when we divide 12 with 4, the remainder is 0. Therefore, HCF of 12 and 16 is 4. So correct option for 38th question is 4. 9th question, what should be subtracted with the number of CRPF soldiers and the number of bikers so that their maximum number of columns is equal to the maximum number of columns of army troops? Maximum number of columns of army troops is 16, but 228 and 468 is not divisible by 16. If we subtract 4 from 228 and 468, that is 224 and 464, these both are divisible by 16. Therefore, A is correct option. Last question of the model paper, 40th question. What should be added with the number of CRPF soldiers and the number of bikers so that the maximum number of columns is equal to the maximum number of columns of army troops? To do this problem, to find the maximum number of columns of army troops is 16, we know that. But 228 and 468 are not divisible by 16. So we have to add 12 to 228 and 468 to become 240 and 480. So 240 and 480 HCF is 16. Therefore, B is the correct option. So 12 soldiers and 12 bikers are to be added.